Hello. So, last night, I memorized an entire script. And what a joy it was. But before I get into that, would you just look at this smoothie? This is actually version 2 of the Big Green Smoothie. I'm using frozen bananas and a new type of brewer's yeast, and it is delicious. I'm not going to take a sip. I just took a sip off screen. Okay, so, yeah, last night, I had 0% of this script memorized. And here it is, so you can see. The introduction, it's out of order. Kind of embarrassing. Okay, the need, the satisfaction, and then the visualization and the conclusion. I had all this stuff. Before I knew none of it. I didn't know any of this stuff. And come today, last night, I sat there and I was like, I'm gonna push through. And I started with a piece, started with some chunks, and then once the introduction hit, I was like, whoa, I can do this. I already have the introduction memorized. But when I had the introduction memorized, it was like 4, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. I can get this all memorized. And getting the second part was very grueling. And I'd take a break. I called my friends. I was like, I practiced what I had so far. And then something just happened. After I called my friend and I practiced it, I gave myself 2 hours to finish, to work on as much as I can and then just go to sleep. And I just went into God mode. And I memorized the rest of it. Like it took me like a million years to memorize one part, and then another million years to memorize the second part. But then the third part, I just got it. That was me snapping with my tongue. I don't have a free hand right now. But yeah, I just got it. And the third part, and then I was like, whoa. And then I took a pause, and then I just went straight to the fourth part, and then I went to the conclusion. And I guess what happened is the first 2 parts I was really focused on getting everything word for word, and then the remaining 3 parts I was like, okay, let me just read it all. And I read it like a few times, and I just focused on the feeling. So I couldn't tell you word for word what I wrote, but like I know the message, and now I just feel like I'm just gonna deliver it. Like I know each line, and I made it my own, I guess, for the last part. So that felt really interesting. I've already practiced the whole thing twice now, fully. I'm gonna practice it a third time, probably after I finish my smoothie. Give myself some time. But man, this was a great experience. And during this whole thing, the takeaway here is I learned that speaking and memorizing speech is part of the Lorenzo formula for happiness and success. Last night I was considering maybe making YouTube videos where I read an inspirational speech, I memorize it, and then that's the video. I speak it back to the video and figure out a way to make it look more, I don't know, and add inspirational music and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I really loved building this in my mind, because now, before I had nothing, and now I have files. I have my introduction, point 1, ABC, point 2, ABC, point 3, ABC, conclusion. And that was a really good feeling. So I just had to share that. That's where I am right now. I may or may not present today. I don't know. My presentation may be Wednesday. It depends how many we get through today. So yeah, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Tap into your friends, your support system. Read whatever you got to read in front of them. And yeah, you got this. If I can do it, you can do it. The only way to lose is to give up. So don't give up. Peace and blessings wherever you are.